Master key number 4, illumination. We now know that in order to have a beautiful experience in the financial markets, we must not project anything mundane onto it. So, how do we begin to see the financial markets in accordance with reality? This time we look to the capstone symbol. What you want to focus on is the all-seeing eye within it. Most people make the presumption that the eye of providence refers to God. But this can't be because God is a spirit and the eye in the capstone is that of a man. So what's going on here? Well, there are two parts to this answer. First, the all-seeing eye, which has a bright light behind it, refers to the intellect or mind power of man. It has been expressed in the Master Keys that one must apply a steady application of wisdom, which is one of the activities of man's mental power, which ultimately results in cultivating strength and beauty, the attributes of God. The second part has to do with what is causing the eye to illuminate. The answer is found in Master Key number 2, where the word God was a reverse from the word dog. Dog in this case refers to the dog star, or better known as Sirius, of the constellation of Canis Major. Interestingly, the Sirius star is situated in the eye of the dog constellation. The ancient Egyptians consecrated Sirius after the goddess Isis, the feminine creation principle. Keep in mind that Sirius is the brightest star in the night. It has been documented that the Queen's Chamber within the Great Pyramid of Giza is astronomically aligned with the Sirius star. It has been also documented that the King's Chamber within the Great Pyramid of Giza is astronomically aligned with Orion's belt. To the ancient Egyptians, Orion was consecrated to Osiris, the masculine creation principle. So what you are seeing in the capstone is the eye of Osiris, illuminated by Isis. The successful alignment of the immaterial with the material, the conscious with subconscious, or the new order of the ages, where the spiritual is made physical and the physical becomes spiritual. Furthermore, this answers the question, how then do you align yourself to the financial markets in accordance with reality? By first aligning your subconscious with your conscious, then taking the results and steadily engage the markets with it. A perfect example of this is when someone desires a red car and then all of a sudden they notice red cars everywhere. Now, did the cars really just appear out of nowhere? No, the cars were always there. It was that your reticular activation system, as guided by your subconscious, caused you to focus on what became important to you. As Aldous Huxley pointed out, consciousness is a reducing valve that filters out the enormous amounts of information potentially available to us. He goes on to say that consciousness gives us just enough scope to hold down a dull job and conform to a tedious brain-dead society. This analogy is similar to what's going on in the Wall Street matrix, especially in the financial markets. Profitable opportunities are always present in the financial markets. But in order to see them, you must make them a conscious priority. So how do we spot these opportunities? Like the occult ritual of the Wall Street matrix, you likewise create a working symbol of what a profitable opportunity will look like. A very simple way to obtain this is to take a snapshot of what a market performing profitably will look like. For example, this snapshot can be a picture of a price chart of any kind of investment. The emphasis is that it has to look profitable to you. This is very important because what you want next is for your subconscious to bring to life this symbol. The key here is to study this symbol with intensity. Immerse yourself in it. Observe how the profitability of this snapshot began. Observe how it stopped being profitable. Observe what is going on during profitability. Do you see any patterns? Begin thinking about what investing in these scenarios would do for you. Think about what your money will look like if you decide to partake in only scenarios such as these. How would you feel if you mastered the process of seeing opportunities like this? It is along these lines of thought that you suggest to your subconscious that this building block is a priority to you. Just as in the car example, your filtering system will cause you in time to see profitable opportunities in your financial environment. As you navigate through Wall Street's financial markets, use your symbolic benchmark as a point of reference to locate similar occurrences in the markets. Apply your observation to the new pictures and see how well they square up. If you start to notice that certain observations or patterns were present at the onset of profitability on your model, just so happen to fit on other snapshots, then you have a working hypothesis that is begging to be tested in the real world. The real world is where you use money to gauge the value of that idea. If it is profitable, then you know it has been tried and proven. If not, then you know you have gained a working knowledge as to what doesn't work. The idea is to keep building along this course of action until you have built something that is made in your image. A profitable enterprise that you are wise on or you know like the back of your hand. One that you are confident and won't hesitate to implement when the opportunity arises. And that it performs beautifully according to your design. When you have built every detail of your plan in this manner, sparing no expense, then you will have mastered the building of your financial temple. Your very own holy grail that creates any fortune of your design in any economy. And without losing your soul. Becoming the essence of Osiris, the grand architect and lord of your heaven and earth, as well as the God of the dead. God of the dead? Yes, you become God of the dead in the sense that you are no longer alive to the Wall Street matrix, where energy can only be siphoned off from that which is alive. Thus making you the true Illuminatus or enlightened one. Fulfilling the words of the master teacher when he said that, is it not written in your books that you are gods? And you now know the Illuminati secret to wealth.